In this case, we have not one, not two, but three separate panels, judicial panels, that have said his arrest, his rendition, and his continued incarceration are absolutely illegal. Not because it's not a good idea, not because we don't like it, not because he's the leader of our people or a leader of people that we favor. The Nigerian courts applying Nigerian law made that determination not once, but twice. And I'm here to tell you, to be kind, Nigerian courts are not legendary for their willingness to go against the Nigerian government. In fact, it almost never happens. Yet you have two court judgments, it's so obvious, that said he must be released immediately, he must be returned to his place of citizenship, which is Britain, and he must be paid 1 billion naira, or 500,000 naira, depending on the court. Along with that, we have a judgment, a scathing rebuke from the United Nations. The United Nations has looked at this case and determined that there are rampant, gross human rights violations, and they demand the immediate release. Now, here's where Nnamdi Kanu parts from Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela, indeed, once again, the most celebrated freedom fighter in the world, perhaps in the history of the world, the most recent history of the world, never was the beneficiary of a single court judgment that demanded his release. Never. Didn't happen. Didn't happen in South Africa, didn't happen in Lesotho, didn't happen in Soweto, didn't happen in Rwanda, didn't happen in the United States. And more importantly, there was never an international tribunal. The UN never addressed Nelson Mandela. Never once did the UN issue a call for his freedom. And I'm here to tell you once again, that is very, very significant. That is very significant. We're talking about a man that is more of what we admire in Nelson Mandela than even Nelson Mandela. And I'm also here to tell you another great difference. Nelson Mandela was trying to lead his people out of apartheid. Apartheid was an absolutely horrible form of government that institutionalized racism.